Molly Taylor, Australian motorsport star and rally champion, is getting behind the wheel in the world first in motorsport. This week, Molly Taylor will fly to Saudi Arabia to compete in the first race of the season.
Coming off the back of winning the Extreme E is certainly a big boost. You know, it was such an amazing year and learned so much. I think Dakar could be described similarly to the Olympics of rallying. It's the toughest, longest event of its kind. Really, really excited to be here and have that opportunity to do that. I think from the very first time that I was behind the wheel, I knew that I loved the sensation of driving and the car sliding around, but then I'm also a very competitive person, so I think it's always been that dream to do it professionally, really ever since the beginning.
Molly's sort of been on our radar for a while. We made the call to say, hey, let's do this. She's a fighter and she's a tenacious lady. She's multifaceted, she's a warm, kind, caring person. She's definitely mischievous and naughty, but she's dedicated and she's just a wonderful person, and I feel that you need the right person to have the right driver.
This is my home. Welcome to my crib. Go to the supermarket this afternoon, I think, and buy a kettle. I bought a whole bunch of tea bags. But yeah, I got to know Scott from South Racing in September. We did a small event together in Spain. I'd spoken to him previously about a dream to do Dakar, so he knew that that was a dream of mine. The fact that we were able to get it together so quickly and to be able to work with Can-Am, it's a dream come true. I'm very lucky that both my parents have had successful careers in motorsport. It's incredible to have their support. They would back anything that I was passionate about, but they also know that there's only so much they can help with, and at the end of the day you have to be there and want it and put in the hard yards yourself. It's pretty cool being the first female Australian to compete, but from a broader perspective, to be able to increase the visibility of females competing in motorsport and in off-road rallying and in Dakar, hopefully encourage other young girls to spend their Januaries watching the Dakar and see if one day in the future that's something that they might like to do. There's still more things to go in the car and stuff now, right? Yeah. Yeah. All the standard stuff. Yeah. So a few days out from the Dakar, we're here in Saudi Arabia. We've got kind of a makeshift bivouac set up in Jeddah for all the final checks on the car. So there's so much logistical planning and things like that. So we have to make sure that we've got everything we need and everything's in the right place. And we're meeting our crews, and everything is set up right in the car, and our seats are in the right position. We've got all the equipment we need in the car. We need to refresh ourselves with all of those processes because we'll be out on the road in the Dakar doing all that ourselves.
So
you're all good to go?
Yeah, I'll just check with the boys whether they can need anything else.
Sweet. I've known Dale for years and years and years, and we've done quite a lot of events together, some of my first Australian Championship rallies. It helps if you're someone that you know and you get along with, because it's a long time in the car, but also someone who has that experience in that type of navigation.
When Molly started to come up through the ranks in the really junior stuff, we competed for a year together then, and she won her first category in the Australian Rally Championship that year. So it was evident straight away that one, she wasn't scared, two, she was skilled, and three, and I think the biggest thing that's got her to where she is so far is her determination.
The strongest benefit is that they're friends. Dakar, it'll get to you, it'll eat you, and you got to let it eat a part of you. If you try and fight it, it'll just get pushed back harder, and there's no way you can have a perfect Dakar.
I think Dakar, it's just a combination of factors that make it so challenging. It's the length of the stages, the length of just the transports in between stages, the amount of time you're in the car, so many different challenges with the terrain, the navigation aspect, which is also like orienteering in the sand dunes, and then you've got that continually for 2 weeks. How long have you got? Because this might take a while.
So this is our total distance on the stage. So at the start of a stage you'd have zeros here and zeros here. So this is accumulative and this is partial. The way the event's structured these days, essentially it is a big endurance rally, but there's a massive emphasis on the navigation. So the navigation can be, and quite often is, where the rally's won and lost. We used to get given the paper road book when we came into the bivouac each night. You'd finish that day, well done, here's your road book for tomorrow. So we'd start the homework immediately with that. The way it works now, we drive on a road section or liaison out to where the stage starts somewhere out in the desert, and 10 minutes before we start, they give us a code, we punch that into our electronic road book, and that activates that stage. So until 10 minutes before, we don't know what to expect.
You've got crazy terrain, you've got challenges, you've got mental, physical, different weather conditions. And it's on those days that you need that person next to you who's going to say, hey, we're having a bad day, but let's fight through. Or like, hey, wake up, we're racing here, you know?
Definitely important to have the right people around you and the people that support and understand what you're doing and can help you through all of that. At the end of the day, you just have to focus on the job you can do and control what you can control, and then and do your best, and that's all you can do. Yeah, I reckon I'd try that at Shakedown just to see if the sand gets under.
It's such a long event, you really want to have a clear mind going in.
You're never going to get, I think, a test road that covers the whole of Dakar.